Hi, this is Tom Bradley from Provo, Utah with a quick how-to on leveraging your company's videos in a presentation on your own blog. Now I've got Camtasia open here, and I've also got my website open. Now your website's probably similar. My company makes these little short videos available to me. They're a couple minutes long, just packed with information, really well produced. And I'm going to copy this. I'm going to save it, and my company actually has dozens of these, so I've taken quite a few of them. So now I want to import that clip. Now with the clip imported, I'm ready to get started. So first of all, I have a library that I've created, and I've created some title clips and some other information that I use regularly. I'm just going to drop these in. You want to move this little bar here over, because if not, you end up rearranging everything. So I've got a little title clip. I flash my little Herbalife Independent Distributor logo, and then I've got a closing clip here that has my contact information. Of course, you'll want to check with your company, make sure you're not pouncing on any copyright infringements. I'm using these in the context they were intended to be used. And as an Herbalife Independent Distributor, I'm not altering them in any way. I'm inserting them into my little video clip here. And then you want to insert this into the timeline. This is all presuming, of course, that you've got some experience with Camtasia. So the video populates, and then the soundtrack's going to populate in right behind it. And now here's some adjustments I'm going to make. Going back to my library. We'll come back to that in just a second. Transitions. Now I've already got I've been knocking these things out, so I've got this down to a science. I know that between my first and second clip I want to use this pixelation, and between the video and my last clip of the title sequence giving my contact information, I want to use a fade. So I just go ahead and stick those in there. And I'm back over here, and I just know this because, like I say, I've done a bunch of these, so you'll have to do the math to figure it out. But I'm going to change the timing on these clips. I know that this first one's 3 seconds. I want my transition at 2. And then at the end of my presentation, I want this transition at 2 seconds. And the final clip at 8. And the reason I did that is because in my library I've actually taken a little snippet of the soundtrack from this video, and I've created a 10-second loop that I can put at the beginning and end so that I've got some sound for my video. Now what I like to do is you have to disconnect these two. It's going to ask if you want to disconnect the soundtrack from the video, which I do. You can even lock that video track if you want. If you're making some changes on this and you don't want to get your soundtrack all cut up, you'll want to save that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my audio, and you see where the cursor bar is over here. Take my audio, and I'm going to insert that. That appears, and it looks out of whack, and it is, but we'll fix that in a second. And I'm coming back over here to the beginning. And if you want to, right here, you can shorten this up a little bit so you can see what you're doing a little easier. Go back into this section. I'm inserting the same loop right here. Now you can see how this is all moved around a bit, and I just move everything up, tighten it up. Now you can see that my soundtracks all line up. You see right here that I've got everything lined up just right. So I know my video's in good shape, and you can play it from here if you want to see what happens. Now you can view it in this screen, but it's pretty choppy. Anytime you import video, the TechSmith people tell me that this view window has difficulty keeping up with that, so I don't even bother. I'm pretty confident I got this right. Now one thing I do want to do is over here on my audio, I want to put in an audio point and taper my music down just a little bit towards the end, so it's not so doesn't finish so abruptly. It's going to give you a bunch of options here. I just go with web. I save it on the computer. That way I can move it around and use it however I want. And I'm going to title this video just with something to keep track of it. and we'll come back in just a few minutes because it's going to take it a while. So we're wrapping up here. As you can see, my little laptop is glacial in its processing. It's been actually several minutes. And there you go, your project is now rendered. And what you end up with is a product that you can use. I certainly wouldn't promote passing this off as original content, but this is a great way to create some very relevant content for your autoresponders and even your blog, some stuff that you can show to potential customers that's produced with the high-end quality of your company, at the same time interjecting you with showing you as a video production and contact information at the end of the video. So you end up, as you can see, with a product that you know, it's not all bright lights and fancy stuff, but it works. Something that you could use in a pinch that demonstrates the features, advantages, and benefits of your company.